Hi everyone, and welcome to your all levels flow practice. This is going to feel really good. It's going to allow you to stretch out the front, back, side body. You can add more power by doing more chaturangas. That's totally up to you. But it's going to feel like a really nice flowing sequence. And if you're new, feel free to, take a knee, watch a little bit if you need to, take child's pose. But hopefully this practice will feel really good. A nice, strong, about 40-ish minute class, 40, 45. And thanks for joining. So grab your yoga mat and let's get going. So I am going to ask you to stand up first. So go ahead and come to standing. And what I want you to do here is just kind of shake out your hands. Good. Let your arms relax here. And then I want you to go ahead and let your head fall ear to shoulder. Good. And then you're going to roll your chin right through your chest and head to the other side, ear to shoulder. Good. Roll your chin through your chest, ear to shoulder. Let it stay there. And again, I'm not doing full circle. I'm doing semicircles, okay? Roll your chin through your chest. Let it stay on the other side. Good. Roll your chin through your chest. This is the side you started on right here. Good. Roll your chin through your chest. Now hold it to the side that you did not start on. And bring your head back up. Good. Bring both arms all the way up into the air for a big, big stretch. Good. Reach up, lengthen, stretch, 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 and then exhale, rest your hands by your sides. And now we're going to bring ourselves down to seated. And I know you might have just gotten up to get back down, but that's okay. Hug your knees gently into your chest. And then just massage your back on the earth from side to side. And I won't have you up and down a lot today, but just in the beginning, I wanted you to take that nice big stretch, check in with your neck, arms, shoulders, and sometimes that's where you're like, whoa, this is tighter than I thought. Let's keep the right leg. Let's lay the left leg all the way down. Good. We're going to do a little dynamic movement with this right leg. So raise it up to the sky. You're going to hold above or below your knee. And I want you to really gracefully pull the leg towards you. Good. Now, I invite you to hold the leg more on the hamstring, so below the kneecap. I guess above in terms of standing, below in terms of laying on your back. And I want you to bend your knee. Now, point your toes right here. Point your toes all the way up to the sky. Flex your foot once it's in the air, meaning let the toes come back towards you. It's called dorsal flexion. Good. And then point the toes as you bring the leg back down. Good. Let's do that twice more. Point your toes all the way to the sky. I guess I could say Barbie doll foot. Exhale, flex your foot. Good. Point your toes. And now slowly bring the leg down. Last one here. Inhale, toes are pointed all the way up. Exhale, foot flexes. Toes point. Hug it all the way in. Good. And then lay your right leg down. Good. Left knee now comes into chest slowly. Just give it some love. Pull your knee in. And now lift your leg all the way to the sky, as high as you feel comfortable. I'm already aware this side feels a little tighter than my first side, and you might notice that as well. Good. Lengthen your leg all the way up, so reaching with the bottom of the foot. And now slide your hands below the knee, more towards your butt. Good. Now bend your knee, and I want you all to point your toes, okay? So plantar flexion. Good. Pointed toes all the way to sky. Foot flexes. Toes point. Bring it back down. Good. Twice more. Inhale. Pointed toes all the way to sky. Exhale. Foot flexes. Toes point. Bring it down. And then you have one more round. Inhale. Point the toes all the way up. Flex your foot. Good. Point your toes. Bring it down. Exhale, bring both knees into your chest very slowly. And now rock and see if you feel any difference than when we started. Good. I invite you guys to lay all the way down, so extend your legs out. You can place your hands on your low belly. You can let your arms rest to the side. It's up to you. And you're going to close your eyes here. And you're going to slowly melt your spine into your yoga mat, or the earth beneath you, whatever you're practicing on. And I invite you to slowly breathe in and slowly breathe out, using control here. Relaxing the breath as you feel your back body fall deeper into the earth below you. We're going to take 3 more breaths on our back as we get started, noticing the shape that your spine is making as you lay down. Are you arching or are you soft? Noticing how your whole body feels. On your next inhale, I invite you to take your arms, reach all the way over your head. Good. Exhale slowly. Let the knees come back in. But this time, you're going to rock all the way up to seated. 1, 2, 3. Good. Transition to tabletop, which is hands and knees. So make your way there. And again, I might be more mobile than you, okay? And that's all right. Don't try to mirror everything that I do. Allow yourself to do what feels best for your body. And you might be more flexible than me. So just check in with yourself throughout, okay? Let's flip our hands around so that we can stretch our wrist. And if full turning of the hands is not available, you can always turn your hands out to the left and right instead, which is a little bit easier. Good. Cow pose. Stick out your bum, lift your heart, sway your spine here. So you want to feel your glutes press back, your heart reach forward. Now look down at your mat, tuck your chin, feel the stretch in the back of the neck, but at the same time, push your low back to the sky. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, cow pose. And if your wrists are hurting in this direction, by the way, you can always change them. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine. Good. Release your hands so they face forward now. And then exhale, you're just going to take your shoulder bones, all right? You're going to draw circles around your fingertips. 3. Your hips are moving a little bit with you. 2. And 1. And then we're going to reverse it, all right? 3. Draw your circles. 2. And 1. Lovely. Hips to heels. Arms forward. This might be your favorite pose. Child's pose. Bring your head down. Good. Soften as your ribs hit the earth with me, please. And then just breathe. And if you are very tight and your head is nowhere near your yoga mat, put a pillow under your head, okay? Or if you have yoga blocks, you can put one under your head. Take 2 more breaths. And then from here, you're going to very slowly and carefully bring your body back through tabletop. So we're going to do a little dynamic movement here. Fingertips stay forward facing. Inhale, cow, look up. Exhale, cat, tuck the chin, round your spine. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, walk the hands out, push the hips back, child's pose. Good. We'll add into that dynamic movement. Inhale, bring it up. Tabletop. Cow, look up. Cat, tuck the chin. Good. Neutral spine. Right arm reaches all the way up. Now, thread the needle with me. Feed it through. Tap your right shoulder. And then inhale, we're going to re-extend the right arm. Good. Twice more. Reach it through. Tap your shoulder. Re-extend. And then one more time. Reach it through. Tap your shoulder. Good. Re-extend all the way up to the sky. And we'll do the second side. Left side. This is thoracic spine mobility. So we'll help with the upper back. Exhale, thread. It's not going to quick fix it, but it's going to help stretch through those muscles. Good. Reach up. You have 2 more. Reach through. Good. Reach up. And then last one. Reach through. Good. Reach all the way up. Good. Exhale, release. From here, I want you to go ahead. Bring your hands up to your hips. So remember your knees here. If you're uncomfortable, you can pad them with another blanket, a second mat. For me, I'm on a soft surface, so this feels comfortable. And I just want you to step your right foot forward. Now, some of you might step your foot to here. The issue with this is that your knee is past your ankle. So big step forward. And then I want you to lunge into your front knee. Good. And then bring your hands down to frame your foot. All right. So if it's hard to do that, you'll get better with practice. But also feel free to use blocks, okay? Take an inhale, pull your chest forward, create some space in your left thigh. And then on your exhale, we're going to simply pull your hips back and straighten the right leg. Good. Repeat. Inhale, bend your knee, move forward. So I'm just kind of warming you up with some dynamic movement. Exhale, pull it back. Good. One more time. Bend forward. Exhale, pull the hips back. Good. Bend your knee forward. We're going to make a big transition. Pick up your back toes, lift your knee. Exhale, step up, both feet together. Now, place your hands right below your knees. Halfway lift your spine, lengthen. So this is your flat back that we'll use throughout class. And then you're going to fold forward and you're going to bend your knees if you're really tight. And I just want you to release your head, neck, and shoulders. So right away, I kind of notice my low back. I notice my hamstrings. I can feel a pull in my body. Let's do our half lift one more time. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Gaze forward, spine is flat, heart is reaching. Good. Exhale, forward fold. From there, inhale, put your hands on your hips for support. Stand all the way up. And you're back to where we started in standing. This time, inhale, sweep your arms up into the sky. Lean back, lift your gaze. Good. Exhale, bend at the knees, fold forward, bow all the way down. Once you get to the bottom, if you can straighten your legs, do so. Halfway lift your spine, gaze forward. Put your hands down with me. Step your left foot to the back of your yoga mat. Good. Left hand plants below left shoulder bone. Now sweep your right arm all the way up to the sky and twist. And if this is hard, you can put your back knee down. All right. And remember, knee in line with ankle so that you have that nice 90-degree shape from the hip to the kneecap. Take another full breath in as you twist. Push through your back heel more. Make your legs really strong. Lower your right hand. Good. Put your left knee down and then transition 1, 2, 3. Tabletop. Good. Spread your fingers. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Thoracic mobility. Inhale, neutral spine. Right arm rises. Thread through just one time. Right arm's going to feed under. Good. Inhale, reach all the way back up. Exhale, put your hand down, switch sides. Left arm rises all the way up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach all the way up. And then here is your lovely child's pose. Walk your hands forward, walk your hips back, and settle. Good. 3. Notice if there's a pull here somewhere in the body. How can you be a little bit more comfortable in a pose that's supposed to bring you rest if you can? 2. And then on your next breath, very gently rise up as you come forward. Good. Exhale your hands to your hips. Bring your spine all the way to an upright position. All right. Put your hands on your lower back. Inhale, squeeze your glutes and just open up your heart just a little bit here. We're not going into a deep back bend, just a little opening. Good. Exhale from there. Firm the belly back in, so engage your core. Step your left foot forward. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now again, we don't want the short stance, even though it's easier. We want that bigger stance, which is going to bring us forward into our lunge, which is going to start to open up our right hip flexor. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Good. Inhale for me, pull your chest through, create space. Exhale, pull your hips back, straighten your leg, and you may or may not be able to get your legs straight based on flexibility, okay? So don't fight it if you can't. Inhale, bend your knee forward. I promise you, when people first start yoga, exhale, straighten the leg, or come back to yoga after a break, or do a lot of things that might tighten the hamstrings. It is still hard to get back into it. So bend your knee. It's okay if you're feeling tight in certain poses. Good. Last one, straighten. And then bend forward. Stay here. Let your hips sink forward. Good. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Lift your back knee and step up. Hands come to your shins again. Halfway lift the spine, so get really long. Good. Fold forward, and we're going to walk our fingertips over to the right, and we're going to take our hips. We're going to give them a little bump to the left, which is going to give us a nice rotation here. You might feel this in your IT band, the lateral portion of the leg. Good. Slowly crawl through center. Give your hips a bumpity bump to the right. Same thing. Feel that movement as you press your hips over. Feel the strength and length in the body. Good. Come back to center super slow. And then from here, put your hands on your thighs and stand up. Good. We'll add in a side bend here. So right hand slides down the right leg. Raise your left arm over to the right. So you want to really push your hand into your thigh as you create space. And then inhale, glide your left hand down your left leg. Raise your right arm to the sky. And then create more space, good, as you reach and open up these ribs on the right. Good. Inhale, bring both arms all the way up. And then exhale, fold forward all the way down. Practice your half lift. Inhale, lengthen, heart forward, eyes forward, spine long. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Good. Right hand stays put below right shoulder bone, so stacked. Left arm sweeps open. Here's your twist to the left now. So you'll notice that I've started to rotate my spine towards you as I peel my chest up slightly higher, keeping the left knee bent forward. Take another full inhale. Exhale, left hand down slowly. Good. This time your transition is high plank. 1, 2, 3. Step it back. So you're in the top of a push-up position for your first time. You're going to look forward, and we're going to slowly lower all the way down to the belly for 3, with or without your knees, 2, and 1. Keep your hands where they are. They should be right along your nipple line, so if they're not, walk them back a little bit. Pull your elbows in, and then inhale, come up through a baby cobra. So you're just lifting your chest a few inches. You're just lifting your face a little bit. Exhale to go flat. Take an inhale here. Exhale to push into your hands. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And then if you want, maybe you straighten your arms. So you're still in cobra because your hips are down. Good. Exhale to lower. We're going to do that one more time. So inhale. Good. Exhale, ground the hands, come up. And then what makes this pose up dog is if you watch my feet, I'm going to push in the tops of my feet, which is going to pick up my thighs. So it's kind of like a hammock, but it's not necessary, okay? Let's come all the way back through child's pose. And then just settle in. Good. 3. Your heart rate might have gone up a bit there due to the movement, so just slow it down. 2. And 1. Good. Bring your body forward back to tabletop. Tuck your toes for the first time. We're going to arrive in downward facing dog. So if you look at your feet, they're about 6 inches apart. Your bottom is reaching to the sky. And then maybe you're like me and you're kind of bending your knees and you're moving side to side in those feet. Good. And then just kind of push back. Lengthening your hips up, up, and away. Good. On your next inhale, roll to high plank. So bring the shoulders over the wrists, and you can always lower the knees here, okay? Exhale, push all the way back to down dog. Let's do that one more time together. Roll all the way forward to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. Good. Now you can put your knees down if you want to and do all of this from tabletop. Otherwise, raise your right leg up from down dog. And then you're going to take your time and you're going to step your right foot forward between your hands. Now, you might need to move your foot a little bit to get it there. So you'll notice I'm still heel-toeing my foot into the right direction. Lower your left knee down to the yoga mat. Keep your hands down if you prefer. Otherwise, squeeze your inner thighs. Raise your arms up. Good. Knee down, crescent lunge, gazing to the sky for 3. Good. Reach up. Look down if your neck is tight for 2. And then on 1, we're going to bring our hands down to frame our foot. You're going to pick up your back knee. And then I want you to straighten your right leg as much as your body allows. And I understand that a lot of us are really tight, so this is hard. Good. From this position, we're going to bend our right knee forward. All right. And then you're going to come all the way up into high lunge, biceps by your ears. So your right knee is bending forward. You're pushing through your back heel. And then we're going to open to warrior 2. So I'm going to turn my back side towards you so you can see my footing. My heel has turned down on the left. My right knee is still moving forward, and then my arms are in a T shape, reaching forward and back. Now, let your right leg straighten. That's your front leg. Glide your back hand down your back leg as you reach up to the sky. And then exhale, come right back to warrior 2, bend your knee. Good. Look at your belly button. Make sure it's facing the left side. So again, I don't want to turn forward so I can rotate towards you. I want to keep my torso facing the wall, and I want to keep my spine and my bottom facing you guys. Inhale, reverse, straighten the leg, reach up and back. Good. This time, side angle. So you're going to bend your right knee, place your right forearm on your thigh, and extend your left arm up. If this is easy for you to do, ground your right hand inside of the foot instead. And this will be a deeper variation of the pose, but it's not necessary, so it's up to you. Good. Right knee stays bent. Keep reaching through left arm. Maybe the left arm reaches over your head. Take another full breath in. The transition is right to your mat, so release one hand and then the other. Good. Let the back heel pop up. Step forward, 1, 2, 3. Halfway lift from the front. Lengthen the spine, stick out the bum, lift the heart. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Breath in. Breath out. Widen out your feet. You're going to grab opposite elbows, and I invite you to take your first ragdoll pose where we sway from one side of the mat to the other. Good. Sway a little bit left and a little bit right. And then exhale, you're going to release your hands down to the mat. Good. Bring your feet back to neutral, heel toe, heel toe. And then inhale, engage the glutes as you stand all the way up. This time, make a big circle with your arms. Keep going, keep going. Circle, 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 circle. Good. Interlace your fingers. Now separate your feet. Inhale, open the heart. And then on your exhale, you're going to bend your knees. You're going to bring your tummy to your thighs. And then you're going to raise your butt as you look back between your shins, opening your shoulders. 3. Good. Keep reaching and lifting through the knuckles. 2. Exhale, hands to low back, hands to yoga mat. Good. Halfway lift your spine. Exhale, step back into high plank. So we've only been here, this is our 3rd time in plank, so Physically, you should be feeling pretty good, but knee down plank is also totally fine, all right? So take a deep breath in. Exhale through your chaturanga push-up, which is a tricep push-up. Use your knees if you're more comfortable. Inhale, back bend. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Returning to the pose that we did for the first time before we started our standing sequence. Inhale, raise your left leg up, please. We're going to take all of that on the left. So reach your leg high. Exhale, use your core, step your left foot all the way through. And again, if your foot doesn't get there, work it forward. But you can also, if you look here, I'm grabbing my leg and then boom, putting it where it needs to go. It's not as graceful, but it's fine. Good, right knee drops down. Stay here with your hands on your mat, or inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And then settle in. 3. Good. Reach, reach, reach. 2. One more big inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale, release your hands down to the earth unless they're already there. Now we're going to pick up your back knee. And then from there, exhale, straighten your front leg, fold over your shin. Good. Pull your hips back. Again, you may or may not be able to get straight legs here, and that's okay. From here, bend your knee forward. Squeeze your inner thighs. Come all the way up into high lunge. 3. Good. Push through your back heel. 2. And then on your next exhale, we're going to very slowly pivot the back heel down. So this time I'm turning towards you. So the front of my shirt is forward facing along the long edge of my mat. The gaze is forward. And the reason I'm saying all this stuff is because a lot of times we end up turning this way. So keep everything facing this way. Good. Left knee is bent. Yes, my legs are shaking. All right, this is hard. So straighten your left leg. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Good. Exhale, come right back to warrior 2. Eyes forward over your left arm. Good. We're going to do that again. Inhale, reverse, reach up. Now we're going to bend our left knee. Ready? We're going to reach forward, forearm to thigh bone, extend up. It's called side angle, or deepen the pose. Good. 3. And again, I took my arm over my head because the stretch from my hip to my fingers feels good, but if it doesn't for you, just keep your arm up. Take another inhale. Look at your mat. Good. Put your hands down. 1, and then the other. Last high plank. Ready? Big step back. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your knees if you want to. Chaturanga push-up. Cobra or up dog, bent elbows or straight arms, and then slow transition together. Meet me in a child's pose. Full breath in, you have arrived. Maybe an open mouth exhale. Good, inhale. And exhale. All right, we're going to take our time, and I want you to make your way through standing. So slowly come up any way you wish. You're going to bring your hands to your hips and slowly rise. And then keep your hands on your hips. Stay strong here. Good. We're going to take a standing pose on each leg. Then we're going to stretch the hips, and then we'll lay on our backs, okay? Bring your left knee all the way up to your tummy. And then I want you to stand strong here. Your right hand's going to come outside of your thigh. And then you're going to try to look to the left And maybe twist to the left. Maybe your left arm extends. Squeeze your butt. 3, 2. Good. Slowly turn forward. Release and switch. Right knee rises, and if you fell out of it the whole time, that's okay. Left hand wraps around. Reach, reach, reach. Twist, twist, twist. And your hand can stay on your back if you're more comfortable. And come back to center. And release. All right, now look at your mat. Take your feet as wide as your mat, so that's all the way out. So I'm opening my legs about 3 feet apart, okay? Turn your toes out 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And then we're gonna sink on down into a nice low squat. So option 1, you're here, okay? Option 2, you're here. You're a little lower. Option 3, you're here with me. You drop your butt all the way down to those heels. And then if you need to, you can sit in a block, you can sit in a pillow, all right? And this is called malasana, so it's a deep squat pose. And the goal here is that we can place our arms inside of our legs, push our legs open, and then reach the heart forward. Not easy, all right? Take 2 more breaths here. We're gonna end up plopping our butt down to the mat. It's either gonna be very calm and collective, or it's going to be a hot mess, and it doesn't matter. So take another inhale. Good. Exhale, sit, and then bring your knees in. All right. Open your knees apart for bound angle. So your feet are going to touch. I want you to sit up really tall. So my spine could easily look like this, and I could be here in bound angle. But the goal is to lengthen from my lower back and to gain more space. You can stay here if you're feeling tight. Otherwise, maybe start to round forward towards your feet. Maybe you place your elbows on the insides of your legs. Maybe you walk your hands forward. Good. 3. 2. And 1. Slowly bring the spine back up. Good. Bring your knees in with me, and then we're going to extend our legs out. So straight legs. And here's the deal. If you're tight, bend your knees a little bit and widen out your feet. If you feel good, you can keep your feet about a few inches apart, but it's up to you. You can take them wider. So use your hands next to you first. Help yourself sit up straight. Good. Now relax the shoulders, activate the abs, and then when you're ready, start to fold forward. Good. So you can put your hands next to your legs. You can put your hands on your legs. Maybe you hold the sides of your feet. And then try to relax the muscles in your traps, so the muscles in the upper back, which tend to turn on that we don't always need as we're practicing, okay? Good. 3. Folding in. 2. And then on your next breath, you're going to crawl all the way up through a long spine. Relax the shoulders. Good. Now, we're going to lay down onto our backs. So scoot your bums forward. Reach your arms forward. Use your core. 4, 3, 2, and settle. Rest your hands on your low belly for a moment. Check in with your breath, okay? So reset. I didn't cue a whole lot of breath today, but reminding yourself that we try to breathe in and out through the nose if possible. Hug your right knee in when you're ready. Give yourself some love as you pull your knee in really tight, and then your left leg extends forward. Return to the same stretch we did in the beginning, but this time we're just going to hold our leg up there, okay? So right leg rises, and then if you want to roll your ankle out, you can. Sometimes that feels really good. Good. Let the leg come towards you. Take another full inhale and a full exhale. Good. Rebend your knee into your chest. And then lay your leg down. We're going to switch to the second side. So left knee is going to come into the chest. Good. Left leg rises. And again, you may feel differences side to side. You might feel good. Take a big inhale. Reach your leg up a little higher. Good. Hug your knee in slowly. And then you're going to bring both knees into your chest. We're going to place our feet gently on the mat. So your feet are about 6 inches apart. Everything's in alignment. Hip flexors, thighs, knees. Put your hands down next to you. Press into your feet and then slowly lift your hips into bridge pose. Good. Exhale, melt down slowly. Put your glutes back on the mat. And that might be really challenging for you based on some, compression in the spine, or it might feel really good. So your shape might be even bigger this time. So take an inhale. Push down firmly into your feet as you lift your hips for 3. Good. Squeeze your glutes for 2. And then gracefully bring the spine all the way down, including the bottom. 1. Right leg lifts, cross it over, left thigh. So you're in a figure 4 position, but you're on your back, okay? Take your right hand to your right leg, push the thigh away from you a little bit. So if you're not that tight, you're not going to feel a whole lot here. But if you are tight, you're definitely going to feel it. And then you're going to pull your left knee to your chest, ideally wrapping your hands around the back of the hamstring. And then I personally like to rock in this pose from side to side, because as I'm stretching the outside of my hip, I'm also massaging my lower back. But you're more than welcome to stay still and just pull in. Maybe you want to straighten your left leg. Good. Exhale, you're going to put your left foot down, put your right foot down. Now, take your left leg, cross it over the right leg. Place your left hand on your left inner thigh, push the hip away. Good. Creating space in the front of the hip flexor there, right where your core kind of meets your thigh bone. And then on your next exhale, hug it in slowly, wrapping your arms around your leg and then giving yourself that nice rock. Or you can kind of rock, like if I rock over to my right, I can feel where I can get the deepest stretch. Maybe you hold it there, maybe you come back through center. All the options work. Good. On your next exhale, we're going to release right foot down and then left. And then go ahead and widen your feet. We're going to play this game of windshield wipering the knees. So just like your windshield wipers on your car, just let your knees pop from side to side. Good. Feeling the movement here, left to right. And now this time what we're going to do is we're going to pick up our hips, okay? So literally lift your butt, move your butt to the left, but drop your knees to the right so that you're in this really nice spinal twist. And then extend your left arm out. Look to the left if you can, and if you can't, just look up. But wherever your head lands, let it land and then close your eyes for your spinal twist. So ideally, we're releasing sensation in the low back and in the chest and the shoulders. Good. Slowly come through center. Take your butt, move it to the right. 1, 2, 3. Good. Stack your knees on top of each other. And then maybe the right arm reaches out. I like to reach it out like sometimes I go all the way out if my chest isn't tight, or maybe a 90-degree angle. And then again, close your eyes, feeling the same sensation of release. Exhale as you come through center. One more pose. Should feel really good. Happy baby, all right? So we're going to allow our knees to come towards our armpits. So option 1, you can come right here. Feet are wide. Option 2, you're going to grab for your calf muscles. Option 3, reach for your pinky toes with me. And then rock from side to side. Good. Pull your low back down for 3. Relax your toes for 2. Good. Exhale, really bring your feet together. Pull your face up towards your feet. Last stretch here. And then you're going to release everything down for Shavasana, corpse pose. A short and sweet ending to our practice as your legs extend. I invite you to lay with your palms face up or down. Close your eyes here if you don't mind. We'll take 3 or so breaths, but you can always stay in the pose for longer if you prefer. Gently letting the breath come into the body and gently pushing the breath out of the body. The point of this pose is to find complete stillness and relaxation, as well as a mental state that might move you towards meditation at one point. And this sense of giving back to your body after the movement, so allowing yourself to be still. On your next inhale, I invite you to take a full body stretch. So please reach with me all the way up and over the head. Good. Elongating the spine, stretching out. And then as your knees come in, you can curl to your right side if that's comfortable. Or you can sit straight up. It depends on your back and what feels good for your body. And then I invite you into a comfortable seat. And a comfortable seat looks different for everyone. So whatever that is for you. Close your eyes with me and sit up really tall. And gather your hands together at your heart. It's called Anjali Mudra as the hands touch. And close the eyes here. We want to sit up tall. I want you to feel your practice within your body. Gratitude for your movement as you head into whatever else you have in front of you. And then please allow your heads to bow forward. Namaste. Let yourself stay folded if you're comfortable. Thank you so much for practicing and have a wonderful day.